David is a dear friend. He is passionate about life, passionate about his relationships, people, deals. He's loved by everybody, well, some, or at least a few people in this community for sure.
I admire the fact that he is very much about the community and not himself.
My hobby is what I do. When I was able to develop Craig Ranch, it was a blank canvas that I was a little boy thinking back, oh, what would community look like if I could have everything I wanted? And I set out to create a plethora of amenities. Opened my company in 1980. We built 130,000 square feet when there wasn't hardly anything on the west side of Central Expressway, US 75. It's just amazing, what one thing can do to change the trajectory of your life. And then to be able to watch that over the years and watch people walking your regional hike and bike trail as an example, or the kids playing soccer on soccer fields that you built. Just so many wonderful creations that bring people and families. That's not very often someone can do that. And here we are 25 years later, and I'm still sitting in Craig Ranch, finishing up the last of the McKinney Corporate Center Craig Ranch. Won't stop doing what I'm doing until it's all done. That's pretty special.
Our relationship with David Craig as a family goes back for decades, and we are certainly honored and pleased that David has been recognized as a McKinney Chamber of Commerce Carey Cox Citizen of the Year. The recognition is certainly worthy of David, the many accomplishments he has had in McKinney, and more importantly, what he does off the field and what he does that most people rarely get to see. This is a person that is committed to McKinney. He's committed in making McKinney a better place.
There's nothing that stops David from seeing his vision come to fruition, and our community is better for it. I get the benefit of seeing David not just in the community of what he accomplishes, but around the table, enjoying a meal, his sense of humor, and again, his compassion for people. It's infectious.
One thing that I always wanted people to realize is that Craig Ranch would never replace downtown historic McKinney. The charm that we have in downtown McKinney is second to none, and I think second to none in the state.
I had a terrible bike accident back in September and was in the hospital for 3 days. And, David was one of the few people outside of my wife and my kids that literally came to the hospital every day. And I watched and witnessed him when he had a friend that was had been sick a very long time and was dying of cancer, and he was at that person's bedside every day at the end when he was in hospice. It's just, there's stories like that where I think the word loyalty really comes to the top, because he's just a very loyal friend. And he stands by people through thick and thin, and, in the best of times, the worst of times.
This is very special to me, receiving the Carey Cox Award, because Carey happened to be my first mentor ever since then. From that time forward until he passed away, I always went to him for advice. And what a giver he was. But he saved my bacon, I can assure you of that. So this award, being named after him, is very, very, very special to me.
David, I want you to know that we love you, we're proud of you, and McKinney is fortunate to have you as one of our citizens. Thank you.
I can't think of anyone more deserving of this award, David, and congratulations. Everything that you've done, not just for McKinney, but for people and kids, and just the individual things that I've seen you do behind the scenes that have made McKinney such a great place to live.
You embody everything that this award stands for. And we love you in this community, and we look forward to many, many more years of David Craig's impression on McKinney, Texas.